What is up, all you worship peoples? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Nate Meist, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And in this video, we're going to be learning how to play on an acoustic guitar, a brand new release by Gateway Worship called Completely Abandoned. We'll also be bringing this song into my most rigorous grading system at the end of the video, so stick around for that, but let's get into it. If you're new here, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If these videos are helping you, which is the goal, why don't you give them a like and maybe even subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. Alright, so there are three things we'll be going over in this video to help you learn this song on an acoustic guitar. The first thing is key and capo placement. So the key that the song was originally recorded in, and the key that I'm playing it in, and how to use your capo to maybe play in some other keys that you would like to play in. The second thing are strumming patterns. I'm going to teach you about like 3.5 strumming patterns that are going to get you through this entire song, and I'll slow those strumming patterns down for you to show you exactly how I'm playing the song. And the third and final thing are the chords. I'm going to play through each section of this song individually, and as I do, I will have these handy little chord diagrams in the upper right hand corner so that you can see exactly what my finger placement is for every chord that I'm playing. Don't forget that this video is segmented, which means that you can skip ahead to any part of the song that you would like to learn right now. Alright, so this song was originally recorded in the key of G. So that's pretty easy. You just take your capo off completely and just play it in the G position. With standard tuning, playing a G position chord, that means you're playing a G chord and you're playing in the key of G. Standard tuning, by the way, is E, A, D, G, B, E. I'm actually going to stay in that same position. I'm going to use the G position, but I'm also going to use my capo. So I'm going to put my capo on fret number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll use that same G position, but I'll be in the key of C. The cool thing about this, though, is that if you wanted to play in the original key, it would be super easy to do that, still using the same exact chord shapes that I'm going to be using in this video. All you'd have to do is just take your capo off and just play in the actual G position and follow along with the same exact chord shapes that I'm going to teach you in this video, and you can play in the original key. You can also play in some other keys in between C and G. So let's go down a fret, down a half step to fret number 4, and now we're going to be in the key of B, using the same exact G position chords that I'm going to teach you. Go down one more fret to fret number 3, and now you'll be in B flat or A sharp. Down to fret number 2, and now you'll be in the key of A. And then fret number 1, you'll be in the key of A flat or G sharp. But those are a bunch of different keys that you could play in, still using the same exact chord shapes that I'm going to teach you in this video. If you're using a chord chart, it might actually help you to download the chord chart in G. And then you can just put your capo where you need to put it for your voice, and then you can use the same shapes that I'm going to teach you in this video. One quick note, I'm going to be calling out the chords for the key of G. And that is to make it easy for you to transpose this key if you need to. But that is not the key that I'll be playing in. I'll be playing in the key of C. But once again, to make it easy for you guys, I'll be calling out the positional chords, not the actual key that we're in. Alright, so let's go over these strumming patterns. This is going to be strumming pattern number 1, and you're going to use this strumming pattern on the second verse, and then when we do the bridge, on the second bridge that they do the first time you do the bridges. So that's where this strumming pattern will come into play. And remember, I'm going to be calling out the strumming patterns as we go through each section of the song and learn this song. I'm going to tell you which strumming pattern I'm using. And if you need to, you can just come back to this section of the video and refer back to these strumming patterns. So I'm going to use the chords of the second verse so that you can kind of hear the strumming pattern in context, and then I'll slow it down for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's slow that strumming pattern down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up. And then this strumming pattern number 2, is going to be only for the second chorus. So let's go over this one. I'm going to use the chorus chords so that you can hear the strumming pattern in context. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's slow that strumming pattern down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And then strumming pattern number 3, this comes in at the very end of the song. This is kind of like the biggest part of the song. They go back into the bridge again near the end of the song. And this is the strumming pattern that I'm going to use just for that one bridge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's slow that strumming pattern number 3 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up. And then the rest of the sections of the song are going to be all downstrokes. I'm going to be using a downstroke only pattern in some way or another. And I will let you know, again, when we get to each section, what kind of strumming pattern I'm going to use for that particular section. All right, let's learn these chords. This is the intro of the song. I'll be using just all downstrokes for this intro. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is verse number 1. I'm going to be continuing those downstrokes. So 1, 2, there's no holding back to my surrender. I give you all, for you gave your all for me. Your nail-pierced hands held my redemption. Now with hands held high, I give you everything. And 1, 2, my heart adores you. Into the chorus right there. But there is a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a vamp before they go to that first chorus. All right, so this is chorus number 1. I just wanted to, explain these chords real quick because I'm using a chord chart that is on multitracks.com. My church currently subscribes to their chart builder program, which is actually pretty cool. I should maybe do a video about that. Comment down below if you want to see a video about chart builder. Anyways, so I have the chart pulled up for this song on multitracks.com. And for the chorus, every time that they have an A minor listed, they have it as an A minor 9, which is that chord. And it's a little bit difficult to play. So I am going to just play a regular A minor instead. Okay, in place of that. But just so you know that they have an A minor 9 listed on the chord chart. I'm not sure if that's totally accurate or what. But, and then also for the E minor, I'm going to be playing an E minor 7. But they have listed an E minor 9. Okay, that one's not, too difficult to play, but again, in the context of like switching chords and finger placement and all that, I'm just going to keep it nice and simple and just play the normal E minor 7 that all the worship leaders play. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. That's what they have listed here on the chord chart, and that's just 2 changes that I'm making to the chorus to make it a little bit easier to play. Alright, so let's play through this first chorus. I'm going to be continuing those downstrokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. My heart adores you, Jesus. My life, my love, poured out at your feet. My heart adores you, Jesus. More than anything, more than anything. 2, 3, whatever the cost. Straight into verse number 2 there. Alright, this is verse number 2, and this is when strumming pattern number 1 kicks in. So 1, 2, 3, whatever the cost, I'll bring the offering. For letting go, I find all I'll ever need. So here I am, Lord, have your way in me. My life laid down, I give you everything. My heart adores you. Straight into the chorus right there. Alright, this is the second chorus. They repeat this chorus. They do it 2 times back to back. I'm just going to play 1, and then you're just going to repeat that same one again. So let's play this second chorus. This is strumming pattern number 1 still. So 1, 2, my heart adores you, Jesus. My life, my love, poured out at your feet. My heart adores you, Jesus. More than anything, more than anything, my heart adores you. And then they do it again, same exact strumming pattern and chords, and that's going to take you into the next section, which is the interlude. Alright, let's play through this interlude. It's the same exact chords that you've already been playing on the chorus. I'm just going to use all downstrokes here. This is the section of the song when she's kind of ad-libbing and singing over it before they start singing the bridge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 into the bridge. Alright, this is the bridge section. They do 2 bridges here. The first one is kind of more subdued, a little softer, and the second one is when we bring in the strumming pattern. So for this first one, I'm just going to be using all downstrokes for the strumming pattern. So 1, 2, I am yours, completely yours, completely abandoned for you, Lord. I am yours, completely yours, completely abandoned for you, Lord. 2, 3, 4 into the next bridge. And this is the second bridge right after that, and this is when we start strumming pattern number 1 again. So 1, 2, I am yours, completely yours, completely abandoned for you, Lord. I am yours, completely yours, completely abandoned for you, Lord. My heart adores you. And then straight into the chorus there. Alright, this is the second chorus, and this is where we will use strumming pattern number 2. So let's go over this chorus. They play through this chorus twice. I'm just going to play it through once, and you'll just repeat that same chorus again. So 1, 2. My heart adores you, Jesus. My life, my love, poured out at your feet. My heart adores you, Jesus. More than anything, more than anything, my heart adores you. And then they do it again, same strumming pattern, same chords, and just repeat that again. And then for the strumming pattern, just a quick note, be sure to emphasize just those quarter note downstrokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of doing which sounds kind of out of place, you know, in this song, but just kind of like all those quarter notes. So you really want to emphasize those ones, and all the other strumming strokes just kind of make those almost like just background kind of supporting rhythmic elements. All right, then we go into the third chorus after that bridge, and they're really kind of building some energy here. So I'm going to be using all downstrokes for this one before we go back into the bridge again. So 1, 2, my heart adores you, Jesus. My life, my love, poured out at your feet. My heart adores you, Jesus. More than anything, more than anything, I am yours. And then into the bridge there. Alright, then they go into the bridge. This is when we switch over to strumming pattern number 3. This is kind of like the biggest part of the song here. And there's also kind of an interesting transition into the next section, which is like a softer bridge at the end of this bridge. So let's play through this one. So 1, 2, I am yours, completely yours, completely abandoned for you, Lord. I am yours, completely yours, completely abandoned for you, Lord. And into the next more softer bridge. And then they go into another bridge. It's a very soft bridge there, and you can just use the very first bridge that I taught you as a template for that one. Kind of the same strumming feel, same exact chords. And then there's the outro of the song. This is the ending of the song here, and it's the same exact chords that we've been playing pretty much in the bridge. I'm going to be using all downstrokes for this outro. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright guys, so now that we have completely learned this song from top to bottom, you know what time it is. It's time to bring this song into my rigorous grading system. It's not really that rigorous, but it could receive up to 3 check marks. Let's see how it does. The first check mark is to examine whether or not the song would sound good in not only a full band context, which it sounds great on their album, with all the instrumentation and all those layers, but could you pull this song off on just one instrument? Could you play it on just a piano or just an acoustic guitar? I'm going to give this one a yes. I feel like the melodies are so strong. I feel like they could hold their own. I could especially hear this song on a piano, and there is a lot of piano elements already in the song, so I feel like that'd be kind of an easy transition. And obviously the vocalist whoever that is would really have to nail this song if you're just using one instrument, because just one instrument and the voice, that's all you got. So the vocalist would have to be very strong and very confident on this song to pull it off, because the melodies are a wee bit complicated. But yeah, I think that this song could hold its own with just one instrument. And checkmark number 2, would this song be easy for you and your worship team to learn? And you know, this is taking into account the many different levels of, you know, experience that you might have on your worship team. And I'm specifically talking about volunteer-based worship teams. I'm not talking about, you know, those churches that might hire players. For you guys, you know, you don't really have to worry too much about that. But for those of us that have a volunteer-based, you know, only team, you have to take into account what your team can handle, because you might have players that have been on their instrument for many years and others that have just picked up their instrument, and you have to keep that in mind when, you know, thinking of introducing new songs. And how long is it going to take for my band to play this song confidently and to practice this song? So, you know, could you walk into a midweek rehearsal, give this song like an hour of practice, let's say, and go into Sunday ready, go into Sunday confidently? I'm going to say no. There is a lot going on in this song. You know, even just learning like the verses, it was, you know, kind of challenging to learn it in order to teach it to you guys, because the melodies are kind of all over the place, I feel like, especially in the verses. So even just whoever's leading the song vocally, they're going to need a lot of practice getting used to it. And obviously you can do that at home before rehearsal, right? That's what you should be doing. But I think that there's a little bit too much in this song, you know, technically, in terms of chords, in terms of melody work, in terms of like beats and rhythms and all that kind of stuff, to give it this check mark. So no, I think that this song would be a little more challenging than other songs might be for you and your worship team. And checkmark number 3, is the song congregational? Could it fit nicely on a Sunday morning set list? Absolutely. I love the lyrical content and I love the melodies. I feel like, especially like the chorus and the bridge, I feel like the church is going to catch on to pretty quickly. Those are some really kind of intuitive melodies, and I really like that about this song. And you know, just the adores, that word, that theme, you know, I really love that. And so I feel like the church would totally latch onto the song and really own it and sing it quickly, which is a good thing. So yes, it gets that check mark for me. So completely abandoned by Gateway Worship, guys. I hope that this video helps you to do this song. If you are doing it or are planning on doing it, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And if there are some other songs that you would like me to teach you guys, I would love to hear from you and hear your thoughts and to hear how I can better help you guys and better equip you guys however I can. That's what this channel is all about. Wherever you guys are, don't forget to be getting just a little bit crazy, or maybe a lot of it crazy. And if you're watching this video, you know that you're in the Crazy Club. You are already in the club if you're watching this video. And if you want to represent your club allegiance, you can go to natemice.com. I have some sick Crazy Club merch there, so check that out. And I will see you guys in the next video.